daddy tummy. And you make me sleep. I try and try. And I start to be sensible. You know what I mean? And so it's time to get away. It's time to get away from you. And next time we'll talk it over. And we can start again. For you, I caught a lot of static. And me, I would like it automatic. Oh, what? Did you think would happen next? Oh, what? Could it ever be? So it's time to get away. It's time to get away from you. Next time, let's talk about it. Or maybe start again. To think I used to pity you. To think I used to pity you. It's true. To think I used to pity you. To think I used to talk to you. It's true. Next time we can talk about it. Or even start again. I couldn't tell you what you wanted. You know what I'm saying? I knew you were low, man. But the truth is, I was shocked.
Siamo frati, se tutti ci toccano, siamo
Si basta il silenzio, senza te sarai nel vuoto, mentre insieme siamo immortali. Baby, accelero la moto, chiudi gli occhi e spegni i fanali. Vedi, vero, siamo piccoli e perfetti, come il mondo visto dal cielo.
It's been a long road trip. Last game is tonight, and I know I want to get out of here with the win. We'll be back in front of the home crowd soon. But now's not the time to be looking ahead. I need to step up my game and help this team get it done. No excuses.
Welcome, everyone, to the sold-out Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles, California. It's the home of the Lakers, where we're broadcasting live today for 2K Sports. I'd like to welcome you to the NBA on 2K Sports with Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline. Checked in for the Lakers. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Bryant. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Freaks checked in for Lamb.
And a lot of teams are looking for coaches that embrace analytics and look at data-driven approaches. Coach Scott is not one of those guys. He's an old-school coach who goes with his own perception.
Setting the floor for the Hornets. Zeller and Jefferson are inside. Freak is out there with Kemba Walker. And it's Batum in at the 3 slot. And that one good from Clarkson. Clarkson's got his first bucket of the night. And former Coach of the Year Byron Scott now with the Lakers. And as you said, Greg, he's not an analytics guy. And Clark, I think he's a guy that the eye test for him is huge.
Yeah, he feels a lot. Terrific communicator and storyteller. Great experience as a player and as a champion. And I think that all is evident in his coaching style.
1:51 left to play in the first quarter. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Now here's Freak. He's covered by Clarkson. Batum dishes to Zeller. Shot clock at 6. Here's Freak. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
And if they match that effort at the defensive end, watch out.
Screen by Young. Russell kicks to Hibbert. Puts it up from 12. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. 8 points for Roy Hibbert.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Dishes it to Walker. Rebounded by Clarkson.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Russell passes to Hibbert. The feed now to Clarkson. And no good as it rattles out.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
On the wing, Batum. Here's Freak. And a miss there on the triple. Lakers trail by 4. Russell kicks to Young. Jefferson against Hibbert. Pass to Russell. Hibbert with the screen. Young outside from deep three-point range. He gets it up, and the release was before the buzzer. Transitioning from college to the pros can be a challenge for many players. Here's what Freak had to say about adjusting his game to the NBA. Good points, Clark. What role do coaches play? And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Looking at the last game for Charlotte, it was a loss to Portland.
Yeah, I had the chills watching that. It really was a nightmare defensively for them when you go into that building and get punished by some very hot shooting.
They didn't challenge the shooters. They didn't defend the shooters like they should have. And once the fans got into it and the arena started ramping up and cranking up, it was over.
They've got Roy Hibbert. Jordan Clarkson is out there with. Then it's Brandon Bass, and it's Young in at the small forward.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
Well, there may be some questions for a while about D'Angelo Russell. People will guess which position he's best at in the NBA. You and I saw him firsthand playing for the Bucks. I mean, he is a terrific talent.
Yeah, he really is. I think he's an old school guard, Kevin. He can play with the ball and be effective, or he can play off the ball. He's got a really bright future. Loved watching him play and grow as a one-year college guy at Ohio State.
And a chance here to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Trailblazers came through when they needed him to. He had 9 points and did his work from a pair of lines, hitting from both beyond the arc and from the charity stripe. Overall, just an incredible bonus for his team as he made a big impact coming off the bench.
All right, Doris. Well, what do you guys think? Does that kind of big performance energize a player in his next game?
Guys, it's tricky, because when you work as hard as he did in that game, you tend to be a little worn down. But on the other hand, he also has to be feeling terrific in terms of the confidence about the state of his game.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, I'd say mentally he's in peak condition, while physically he could probably use a recharge.
Cannot hit.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor Poor choice there.
Here's Walker and Hibbert with the block. And that'll be Charlotte as it goes out of bounds. Hornets retain possession. And we've reached half.
Kobe.
Your Lakers, 35. The Hornets.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given to it. On the floor now for Charlotte. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. On the floor for Charlotte. Freak in a two-guard. Kaminsky out there with Tyler Hansbrough. Then it's Jeremy Lin. And it's Kid Gilchrist in at the three. Williams with a clean look. And he hits it to tie the game up. Williams has got his first points in this one.
And finally, they fought themselves back to even the score. We've got a new ball game here now.
And really all the momentum is theirs, making such a strong comeback. So I think you've got to really feel good about their chances the rest of the way.
And Steve Clifford might not be the most famous coach in the NBA, but he has plenty of experience, and everyone in the league knows exactly how well versed he is as a coach.
And Clifford in his third year now as a head coach, Greg. That experience you were just talking about. He has 29 years of coaching under his belt. He's a Van Gundy disciple. Clark was on the coaching staff for both brothers.
Yeah, and he's been with a lot of teams, Kevin. 13 seasons as an assistant for the Lakers, Rockets, Magic, and Knicks.
The second chance effort. Count it, and the foul. Julius Randle picks one up.
No matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball in the paint.
And it's a big key thus far in this game, Clark, because whenever they've gotten the ball in the paint, good things have happened. And guys, Tyler Hansbrough, as heavily a decorated player as we've ever had in college, has somehow seen his numbers decline in the pros. Last season, he was in for an average of only 14 minutes a game, the lowest of his career, and he also only averaged about...
Rebounded by Kid Gilchrist. Clark, Tyler Hansbrough has been a effort guy, but he hasn't, just displayed the physical tools needed to match up, it looks like, with bigger power forwards.
Yeah, and if you lack certain physical tools, you better have a well-developed skill set. That other area where Tyler has needed improvement is his skills. Still young enough to turn it around, but clock continues to tick.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Clarkson's checked in. Lynn dishes to Freak. The tray. Randle grabs the board. Randle's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
He's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Clarkson kicks to Bass. And again, no good by the Lakers. Charlotte trailing. There's a minute 34 left to play here in the third.
Not a quarter to remember as far as his offense is concerned.
Yeah, he's not making any kind of impact for them at that end of the court right now.
Clarkson kicks to Bass. It's stolen by Kaminsky. Outside, Lynn. Freak sets a screen for Lynn.
Move the ball. Sticking too much.
1:06 left to play in the third. And a wide open look for Freak. Kaminsky with the ball. Bass is there. Now here's Kid Gilchrist. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Clock at 6. Lynn the pass to Freak. From deep. Rebound the Lakers. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Yeah, they just really struggled to put points on the board throughout that game. You could just see they were pressing. Just couldn't get anything to go on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and guys, once they got spiraling downward, there seemed to be no way to get out of it. All their offense went to pot.
There's a screen by Hansbrough. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Shot to end this cold run. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Some changes here for the Lakers. Julius Randle's checked in for Meta World Peace. Williams comes in for Young, and it's Clarkson in for Bryant. And then for Charlotte, Jefferson's checked in for Hansbrough. Zeller comes in for Kid Gilchrist. And Freak sub. In for Jeremy Lin. Randle out there with Williams. Then it's Russell. Then it's Roy Hibbert. And it's Clarkson in at the point guard. That's the Laker 5. Here's Clarkson. The dish to Bryant. Puts it up from 17. It's good. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
One after the other, Kobe taking care of business.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
A three-pointer would be huge right now.
Boy, a chance to tie it up with the game on the line. This is what we live for. I want to see what happens right here. Way to stay alert and grab the long rebound.
And so it's the Hornets.
Well, Al, it seemed like you had a rhythm going.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan. Al Jefferson. He had an outstanding fourth quarter where he really shined, pouring it on heavy down the stretch. And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me...
As I was saying, got a real big problem, all this kitty stuff. The evil twins, CC and Dom, got you doing what was that word he was using?
Rebrand?
No. Recalibrate. All this stuff they got you doing to recalibrate your image is cost you in the hood, fam. Yo, the streets is watching, and they're not convinced.
Vic, how many times do I have to tell you? The streets ain't always right.
Nah. It's...
Some people say you're just a hang-around, that you're a leech. Why is that the word?
Because people just don't know.